Hi, so today we are going to talk about holiday traditions and why they are so important and why it may be tempting, it might be really tempting right now to let them all go and not do any of it. But I strongly encourage you to find a way to incorporate traditions into your holiday season this year, even if it means having to drastically change them. And the reason is that these traditions, these rituals, bring us a sense of joy and meaning, okay? And I get the traditions from the past may no longer fit, but recently I heard a woman in my group talking about how she, for the first time in 3 years, put up her Christmas tree. And that act of doing that was like her telling herself that she's gonna be okay. And you are gonna be okay. So your traditions might need to shift, but finding a way to incorporate traditions is critical. So let's talk about how you reinvent traditions so that they work. And it might be like, listen, if putting up a tree in the way that you've done in years past is too painful, change it. Okay, so I had a nautical themed Christmas tree for years and years and years and years with my ex, with seashells and all of that. I mean, I live near the beach and I liked it. It was peaceful, it was pretty. But some things had to shift, and I have now created a Christmas tree that has llamas and elephants and dinosaurs hanging from it. And I love it. I love it. It's weird. It's totally weird. We're changing it a little bit more this year. The llamas were new last year. But reinventing traditions is sometimes part of the process. And if it's painful to look at the tree that you used to decorate with your ex, then you change the tree. And this is the same for all of the traditions, right? If there are traditions that feel like your ex was a big piece of, that's okay to let them go, but pick up something else. Find a new way to incorporate traditions and rituals into your life, because they do bring a sense of meaning. And if you have kids, this is not the year to kill the elf on the shelf. And I know how tempting, if you have kids, it is to kill the elf on the shelf, because remembering to move that stupid elf every day can be insanity. But you do not want your kids to remember this year as the year the elf died, right? They are going through enough with this divorce, seeing the elf move through the house every day. If that brings them a little bit of joy, give it to them, right? Set the alarm on your phone and do it. Some traditions can change, but if the elf on the shelf has been a tradition for you, this is not the year to change that tradition. And the other traditions like that. Be careful what you tinker with if you have children, and make sure that you incorporate traditions and rituals for your children, because they are paying attention and that brings them meaning too. And be careful with the traditions that you choose. For those of you who are struggling with being alone and without your kids this holiday season, I get that this is painful and this is hard. So what I would strongly encourage you to do is plan it. Find things that you can do that are joyful. Watch funny movies. Look for lightness and laughter. And I say this learning from personal experience. Last year, I made the mistake of watching The Joker by myself on Christmas after my kids had gone to their dad's house. And I was not in a good place after that. So don't watch The Joker on Christmas. Stay away from the dark, right? Like, really, I like dark stuff, but this is a holiday for lightness and laughter, and the more of that you can incorporate, the better. Also, reaching out to friends, reaching out to family. If you are alone this holiday season, make sure that you are not completely alone, because you're not. People care about you. Reach out to them. It is so important. Come up with a plan. And of course, if you are interested in help getting through your divorce and you want to avoid the 3 things that keep people from living their best life after divorce, check out my masterclass. You can register at masterclasswithwhitney.com, and there's more information over there. All right, thanks for joining me.